Maybe we're back fully. Maybe we're back not. Maybe Chico's going to show up. She will show up. She's coming right back up. We just wanted to take this moment to introduce the star of the show, Chico Bay. Chico, welcome to the show.
Where are you?
I thought we were all stars of the show.
We
But
kind
thank
of
you
are
for the
all stars.
validation.
You're the
But
international star.
clearly with your raspy voice, you are the rock star of the group. You've been partying way more than us.
It's true.
I know,
Way
I
more than
lost
us.
my voice. I'm in Bangkok. What do you expect?
But we expect that we love having you. And thank you
Also,
for
a lot
making
of
time. We know you're
screaming at the
busy.
club. I
I
performed.
bet.
I'm just letting you know.
I saw some pictures. It looked
This is
like
it.
fun.
I saw the picture. I was going to ask you about that. I saw Kaku was doing a set, and then I saw you with like a mic. Were you saying like "Happy Birthday," or were you actually performing?
No, I was singing a song that we made together. We're gonna release it soon. Um, it's called Second Guessing. I think I played it before. Yeah, but yeah, so the club people were
Played a
like,
sneak
"Hey,
peek.
that's your song that you're gonna make?" Yeah, so they're like, "Hey, can you perform it?" And so yeah, 24 hours later, I was
You're
on
like,
stage.
Mana?
I have like this
I'm
show. If you guys are new to
yeah.
this show, welcome. We share music with each other, and we bring on a special guest. We have a special guest, Abel Okugawa, today, who's got a really amazing audiovisual drop.
How do you
He's
say
an
his name?
audiovisual artist, Abel Okugawa. Am I saying it wrong?
Okugawa.
He'll correct me. He'll come
Okay,
online
got
and
it.
he'll be like, "No, Minty, this is how you pronounce it." But
No.
As you
we share
should.
tracks with each other. We have two. I have two that are minting right now that just dropped yesterday. They're
Huh?
quite nice and hot
Wait,
and toasty and ready for consumption. Chico, we don't listen to these until the show. But I noticed one of
everyone keeps
yours
muted.
was a
You guys
download.
hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
I hear
okay.
you.
Yeah. Okay, now I
One
hear
of the
you.
tracks
That was
one of the
weird.
tracks was it was like a download. It was like a what was it, MP3 or something? What is this? But it wasn't on a streamer. Is this like is this like a reveal or a sneak peek or something? And it just hit her. What track she just sent me?
Sorry,
I hope it
you're
wasn't.
lagging,
I
and
hope
then
it
you
wasn't
suddenly
the
just
one.
yelled really loud, and it scared me. Sorry.
I don't yell, Chico. I don't want to yell
Classic
at you. Let's all use our
shenanigans.
inside voice with Chico. Everybody down below in the chat, please whisper to Chico. She's having an experience. Whisper chat,
Is she
everybody.
okay?
Everybody ASMR. Let me just rub this. Let me just rub this microphone. Okay, this is great. All right, Chico. Are you feeling the vibes, Chico? We got some great music for everybody. First, we're gonna bring on you.
Wait, hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we hear you.
I'm gonna bring on Abel.
I mean, I don't.
Just all you have to do is just watch Abel's amazing visuals. Getting rubbed from Bangkok. We do this show wherever we are around the world. I know Bobby's not in his usual location. He just changed his.
I am
I
not.
think we're back on speed.
Chico's, not where she usually is. But I'm holding it down. And
Oh,
our guest
definitely not. Definitely not.
coming from the East Coast as well, Abel Okugawa. A favorite of the show, I'd like to say. Abel, welcome.
Hey,
A legend.
what
A legend.
what is going on?
Legends.
What's
I love
what's
this
going
look.
on?
I need those sunglasses.
Wait,
Yeah.
I had
His stylist is
earlier,
making
but
him
he's
wear
got
these.
cooler
You
ones.
do.
That is a vibe. I love it. I love it.
These help with the internet reception and everything that is,
That makes sense.
difficult
It's
these
kind of
days.
like a
Is this
tin foil.
true?
It keeps
Or
the
is it-
brainwaves. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely. My
But his style,
I was saying, what?
I was saying your stylist did say you have to look cooler, so that was a
That's
required.
true. That's true. My my son said I look more producery with the sunglasses, so Here I
that what you're
am
going?
being
Is that what you're going
producery.
for, though, Abel? Are you going more for producery? Because in this space, you seem to be this really amazing collaborator. I feel like those who are coming up in this space, they go to your spaces at the pop up record shop. You get to know so many people, and I feel that opens you up to a lot of collaborative opportunities. You've been doing quite a few, with San, with David, and now with Sawchalk. How did this come about? This project?
Sawcheck.
Sawcheck.
Sawcheck. Yeah, well, it's funny. I've collaborated forever. I think a lot of the work that I mean, I think that's part of what brought me to NFTs is collaboration and looking at like split contracts and the sort of tech and stuff, and also this is where audio and visual comes together. So this is a place where we can distribute that kind of art, and a lot of my friends are visual artists, including Sawcheck, David Ariev, um, you know, uh, Gurnge. I mean, a lot of the people that I've collaborated with, um, I I've actually known pre NFT, and so this is like a very fun space for us to collaborate because we can put together, sound and visuals just the way we want to do it and make these things. Whereas previously it was mostly focused on commercial work, and or part of a larger project or something like that. So um, that's collaboration is a huge part for me. But I think in most collaborations that I'm doing, there is a producer role in a sense of, that I'm producing the sound, the whole sound side of it, or maybe even, the whole look and the whole feel and everything, depending on what it is. So, but yeah, I think the word producer gets kind of thrown around, and when I use it, I don't really just think about like making beats. To me, a producer is somebody who is able to see things and bring them together and produce something out of those things coming together. So I think collaboration is natural for a producer in
Yep.
that sense.
No,
Makes
I agree
sense, actually.
100%. It really does, and I think that that's part of what we're here for in this space is we're looking for ways to collaborate and ways to find ourselves in our art and Abel, you have a big commercials career, and that's not an easy position, like doing that stuff in front of clients, and it's not usually the most expressive artistically. And so when we come to this space, we're looking for things like this, things like Lunar Beach, which you've just dropped. I just want to get into Lunar Beach, and I want to show the people what it looks like and what it sounds like. If you have earphones, headphones, Sonware perhaps, I highly recommend it because you were able to find, again, intonations of beats that I was really impressed with. So let's get a listen to Lunar Beach. Turn it up. It's dark, right? Bobby's like throwing up the hoodie. It's a little dark. He's like, wait, magic.
You guys are all wearing hats. I had to like join, we're all wearing black too.
Accessorize.
We're the house, Oh, this is a mood. Sorry.
This is an interesting change. Feels so nice to hear.
That is a vibe.
Okay, Abel Okugawa, Sawcheck on the visuals. So, how does this process work, Abel? Does Sawcheck say, "Hey, I've got this X-ray hacked camera, and I have some footage that I think you could bring some beauty to"?
Kind of, in a way. I mean, we've worked together, like I was saying, for years and around
Gotcha.
doing music videos and in the music industry doing visuals and um, so we have a long history of experimenting with cameras and trying different techniques for music videos and things. And he made these a set of where he hacked cameras to shoot infrared. So the purple colors that you see are infrared light that the camera's picking up. So it's not picking up all the normal spectrum, it's just picking up the infrared, which I think in itself is just super cool. And we created an NFT album previously that was 5 tracks, and it was visuals from this set of footage that's captured along the West Coast. And it's kind of the idea of that things are, of impermanence, and that it's captured in this digital form, but if you go back there and try to take that same picture, it's not going to be there because the environment's changed and it's always changing. And so it's like this idea of we're trying our best to capture things and keep them. So we created a themed
Fascinating. So
album.
this pathway doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that most of that stuff is changed since then, because this footage is, I think it might be even 5 to
Almost like
6 years old. Yeah.
a moment in time, captured forever.
Yeah, so it's really, the coastline is always changing. So, I mean, even, in the weather and everything, I mean, when you take a photo, it's just like locked in there, but you're never going to get the same photo again. I think, it's when things aren't staged and stuff. But so we created a themed album, and the album is called Lo-Fi Moments, Hi-Fi Feelings. So it's about sort of capturing moments in like a lo-fi way, but you have like a very deep connection to that. You have a hi-fi feeling that's around that, no matter how, oh, I just got this small picture, like it's really shitty and blurry, but guess what I saw, and
Because
it's
it's a
kind of that.
representation. It's a representation of the
Yeah.
moment and of the feeling. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
how pixelated it is or how small it is, or
Right.
in this manner of discoloration. There's still the memory of it that it sort of connects to. Is the fire part of that impermanence in your message there?
I mean, that's an interesting aspect that just sort of organically came out of like the manipulation of the effects and like what the bass was doing. So if you listen to the music, so basically I created, like I saw this video loop, and then I created the track to, inspired from that. So there's some really big bass hits in there, and you'll see like that. So I sent the stems to Sawcheck, the different tracks of each sound, and he was able to sort of map them to the different video aspects and different loops and effects, and um, that sort of fire thing just happened, and it was like, oh, that's interesting, because that's also something that has occurred over time. Since then, there's been massive fires, you know, uh,
Well, it does
and
speak to
things have
the
changed with
impermanence
it
of
also.
it, and I almost
Yeah.
thought that we were talking about the impermanence of it, and then it having an influence of it disappearing, and it's sort of what you have
Mm.
left of the memory, and then like sort of the atmosphere was on fire. I was like, oh, we got a global warming comment here. Like, this
I
is
mean,
deep, Abel.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's the thing with art, when we're making it, we don't really understand exactly what we're doing sometimes.
Exactly.
And then once it's made, we really don't even understand what it means. And then we share it and we release it with the world, and we start to get a bigger perspective and feedback on what that, how that's being perceived. It's something that's very cool to me. It's a post-apocalyptic kind of feeling, and that's what we wanted to create. Um, we didn't want to fabricate that. We just felt it that it was like, oh, this could be this. And then allowed the sort of the sounds and the audio visual effects to dictate what was going to happen. And it's only one video clip the entire song. And that was another challenge that we set out. We said, we only want to use this one video clip, this whole song, and we're not going to just, you know, uh, mirror it and then kaleidoscope it and then like do all these like the effects that would be like basic for us. Like, so it was a challenge on how do we figure out how to keep it entertaining and keep this going for, I think it's like a 2 minute 40 second 3 minute
Well,
track.
Bobby picked up on the tone
um,
right away, and it's sort of
mhm.
the darkness of it. Certainly with
I
the
like it.
coloration of the sky, it gives that thing. But in terms of the music, how did you approach making this or creating that feeling of I don't know, what was your intention there, that darkness?
I mean, it just got darker, I mean, it's just we talked about it, like we tried out some ideas, maybe, played some stuff that I had already kind of made, and we're like, okay, maybe this isn't really it, maybe,
Mhm.
it's more towards like this other kind of music, and started listening to different things that like might, inspire us to, create. It's kind of the same process visually. It's like, what if it was, kind of had a glitch, kind of, different ideas, just tossing them out there into the pan and seeing, oh, could this work? Okay, it works for this, but is that really like something that we can work with for this longer, like a bigger expression? So basically, when I went back, I decided that we needed to make something from scratch. That was the mission. And I just like pulled up this sound on my keyboard, and I hit the key, and it's this huge like brass bass like hit, and I was like, oh, that's ginormous, like I need to keep that in there. And I think I basically built the track around that. And I felt like it was like a bit slow, but for the way it works with the visuals, it actually is. It's a nice tempo that worked with what Sawcheck wanted to work with. So it was a complete collaboration. I think the first iteration was, I sent there, and then that was, adjusted, and then it was like, I think it was like 4 stems, and then in the end, I think it ended up being about 9 different stems. So there was, it went back and forth a few different times with the music, and
You vary from
adding
this single
different parts.
shot, and then you move into this double shot where you sort of insert in onto the bottom and do this
Hmm.
really cool catch of the beat of that like very. It's like I don't know what drum it is, but it,
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. So that's an 808 sound. I love 808s, and I put that through my like space echo and gave it some like that delay sound, and then that sort of like, we were like, okay, that sound is those little guys like down there doing their, riding bikes and stuff like.
Yeah.
um
It's a great way to
and
visually
so
pick up the beat, and it's something that I think you're known for. And I don't know if people know this, but like anytime and I'm a big collector, anytime that I sit with your pieces, there's such care into the thought process of like what the music is doing and how that's transpiring visually. Like if you look at the edges, you can kind of tell that there's a manipulation of the perspective. Maybe it's a wide angle or some sort of filter that
yeah.
sort of pulls you into the beats.
Yeah, exactly. So that was something that developed because of the feeling of the music, and having it be like this sort of rolling, like, tempo and bass, the vibe, or what, like you guys were saying. And like, you know, when you look in your car mirror or your glass, like in a piece of glass, and the bass hits and it's vibrating.
Yeah.
We didn't want to exactly have that effect, but we wanted to use like a lens distortion to emulate that sort of feeling of like visual, like what does bass visually feel like, and that's kind of what that is there.
I like it. It is a good approximation visually, and then you leave us in the clouds. You leave us to explore and ponder the work.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, you know, you got to end somewhere,
I
right?
really like
You
it.
know,
I liked it
get off
so
the train.
much. Liked it so much. I picked it up at the beginning of the episode.
You
Boom,
know,
boom.
how come I didn't know that? This is Web3. I'm supposed to get like my
Pinged.
pager or my
You
my
actually should.
software.
You
Yeah,
could
the
check
ETH should
it.
hit his accounts. Yeah.
It
Shake your
didn't work.
Sunwear.
It's supposed to blink.
See.
Like, what color are you, Bobby?
Oh, I'm on the camo.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to bring. It's supposed to be like Bobby. Hey,
Like the bat signal.
the bat signal. Yeah,
Anytime you get a sale.
dude. Thanks,
Which is
man.
the link is going to be
Awesome.
down below, Manifold, and we'll put Lunar Chrome's link down below there for Abel's work. Thank you, Abel, for sharing. You know the
Go
insights.
collect
It's
your great artist
actually
work.
it's called Lunar Beach, and this is
Lunar
something
Beach. Okay.
that there's a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, I see it, and it is called Lunar Beach.
Okay.
But there's
Yeah.
there's a Lunar Chrome reference in
And
the
you know,
in there,
I've been
but
listening
you
to the
know.
headphones, and it's
What I'm
just
wearing, I know
like,
it's an attribute to me and what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Lunar
yeah.
Chromes, but
So.
I appreciate that nod, that little tidbit, that little Easter
Yeah, I
egg
mean,
for
you
the
know,
fans.
things are connected, you know, and sometimes more than we want them to be, in ways that we didn't intend to. But, you know, we did use our Sonware to collaborate on this project.
Nice.
This is the first time I've used the Sonware to do a visual audio visual collaboration where we're both monitoring the audio mixes in Sonware. He's got a pair of Umi as well, which, you know, it was he just gets it. And it's great when somebody who's, you know, a visual person, although Sacek is a huge music collector as well, and aficionado. He was like, when he was like, saw how much I liked the Sonware headphones, he was like, I gotta get some, because how are we gonna collaborate if I don't have the same headphones?
It's true. They're a great
So
monitor. You
Very
know,
sure.
and you guys are working literally
yeah,
across the United States. And again, for
yeah,
us, you know, here on the show, we did a track with Chico, Nessie the Rilla, and you know, had that ability to listen together and say like, oh, okay, this is what it's sounding like right now.
yeah,
And you know, and sort of bounce the ideas around, and actually, it sort of kicked up. I felt bad because it would sort of be like, oh, you know what, I can hear it could be better, and we kind of pushed each other a little in that way because we were all monitoring, and
right.
we could all hear, and we could point it out and say, hey, there's something in the voice there that could be a little better. Let's do another take of that. And so it actually pushed us, I think, to do a little bit more, which was
Yeah.
good. Which Chico loved.
I've
Chico loved doing second takes.
Yeah, she
Like,
likes
hell
doing
yeah.
more. I mean, that's good, you know. I think I find vocalists actually like to really go at it with music. So maybe that's a thing that's like natural, but you know, I think it worked the same way for us because it sort of, I couldn't like hide behind any excuse
Mm.
because you know, I know like, okay, I'm sending it to him and he's listening to it on these like incredibly great speakers that I'm also listening to it on. So usually he would have, no shade here, Sacek, but his shitty little speakers and his, you know,
He's
uh
focused in on the visuals.
his
He's like, oh, it looks
latest
so
attempt
beautiful.
at, best deal on Amazon, you know, whatever, headphones, and and really actually have helped him do a few, you know, audio upgrades because he's also a voiceover artist and stuff.
Oh,
So
nice.
like I helped him get a mic and digital audio converter and different things. So this is like the first time we've had like the way to monitor the sound, and so I feel like that was really cool, because when I'm collaborating with musicians, I also know there's no way to hide because I'm sending it to them and maybe they're listening to it in their badass studio. But if I'm sending it to people who are just listening to on your phones, you're like, oh, well, that's just because you're on your phone, because you haven't done the final this or that, and you can say, well, I'm going to tweak it more or whatever. But like,
Yep.
I felt like it did, having these new tools, like it helped to sort of finish things, more and get more deeper into the mix. We've been doing stuff a lot, and I guess there's less people and there's no vocals involved, so there wasn't a lot of, it's just me and like I'm making the sounds, and like it went pretty smoothly. There wasn't a lot of like, we didn't have to, it wasn't like, oh, now I can hear things. I will say on the previous release that we did, I swear, he had this, he had me chasing this sound that didn't exist because he had, he heard it some way, the mix, on another track that I did, actually called Solar Beach. So it's a connected one, of course. These are all different beaches and stuff. So it's in the same, world. And he was like, okay, so there's this one part, you got to switch this because I really like this sound. And I was like, okay, let's boost it. Let's bring that sound that you like out of the mix. And I went back and forth to the mix and back in this guy. I was like, man, this thing, the hell is this guy talking about? And like, I was like, it must be this, and changed everything. He's like, no, you changed it. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, and then I was like, all right, well, listen to the one that you thought it was. And he was like, I don't hear it anymore. And I was like, oh man, I don't know, man. I think, maybe it's this other thing. And I was like, actually, it's these three different things, just the way they were together that needed to be just slightly. And it was like, okay, you did kind of hear something, but you actually didn't really hear it. Like, it was just funny how that can be like in,
Well, it's the brain
music.
pieces a lot of our experience together, and that's the whole theory with
Yeah.
stereo. It's just like you only have left and right. It's not like think of a movie. It's just like our brain is perceiving things, and we can sort of tweak the technology that we have to give an approximation to there was a thing on Twitter the other day. It was just like black and a white photo, but like when you looked at the Coke can, it looked red because our mind was sort of filling in the blanks for us based upon our own understanding and perception of reality. Hey, we got a special guest dog in the background there. We're hoping for something similar with Kaku, because Kaku usually does a topless shot for us. Unfortunately, Abel, not during your segment to bump up your numbers and your viewership, but you can bring in the puppy because our usual mascot Hennessy is not here today. Chico, is Hennessy okay? Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this mic. That's why. Sorry.
Well, we hear you, which is great.
I know.
We're gonna
No,
ask.
I can't hear you guys properly.
Well, that's okay. We're gonna ask you to.
Well, you can.
Oh, look at this face.
You can view the pupper.
Look at that face.
This is one of the latest.
Rescues? Is this a rescue?
Well, he's a baby of a rescue, so it's the first time that we've had a rescue that's had puppies, or I've ever had a dog that's had puppies. So yeah.
Well, it's late where you're at, and I appreciate
That's
you
super cute.
keeping your dog and your family up this late for us.
No, I'm gonna be up, a couple more Celsiuses.
I know he's probably gonna lay down some tracks right after this.
My son's is doing a lot of stuff that's not out yet, but yeah. So who knows?
Ooh.
Let us know when that is. Have him up on the show.
Yeah.
We like to break new artists. Damn it, we're good at that.
But not in a bad
We're
way.
day one fans. We are day one fans.
We don't want to break them.
It doesn't hurt, guys. No, I love your show. I actually enjoy watching it. You guys have had some great guests on lately, and it's awesome that you're all
including
here.
yourself.
Oh, thanks, man.
Abel, I think you and Ray Isla are like tied for like most times on the show so far. I think you've been on at least 3 times.
Oh wow. Oh,
So
that's
you
awesome,
guys are
man. I
our
gotta
favorites.
make some more music. I know.
Guys are favorites. Please do.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, so this was kind of, my latest experiment. And I think I appreciate you guys kind of diving into it because it gives me a little bit more time to sort of digest it as well, and like remember why I'm making things. I really like to do that, I really enjoy it. I think it's, awesome. I really love that we can make things that just come from our intrigue or out of our hearts or,
If you
an
don't
idea,
express, you get this frustration. I have a friend of mine. She's big now on Instagram. I caught her on Instagram. I was like, whoa, she has like a gajillion hits because she talks about the idea of frustration as an artist. If you're not serving that, if you're not expressing, she believes that's the thing that leads to mental illness, to addiction, to all these other things, these other outlets that your body and your brain is like trying to search for. Just try the expression. Just do the thing that
I
your
like
body's
that.
your mind and your body's trying to create something. And when you don't service that, it just causes all kinds of blockages. So, which is fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. I've tried it before. I've tried the opposite. Like I thought at one point, like maybe, this is just a fantasy and, I've
Mhm.
made myself enjoy this and I'm attached to the idea of music is what I love to do. And so I sort of pulled back from it and yeah, it was really like just a really difficult experience. And so then since then I haven't I've just allowed myself to do it as much as possible, but also allowed myself to have space away from it and not get upset at myself for not doing it every, moment of this and sacrificing all because over this
Right.
amount of time I've sacrificed a ton. And so I feel like, that for me is the formula at this point is learning how to manage my time. So I'm not creating anxiety around creating and being productive, and, missing out on things, but like knowing that I will have that time. And when the inspiration hits, I can come down here in the studio and take advantage of it. I mean, this is a 3-minute track, so theoretically, it should only take 3 minutes times 9 to create, right? So I don't know.
Yes, of course.
It could be that simple when
Yeah.
you're that good, when you're as experienced as you are able, but spoken like a true pro, because I think that's the thing is like, as a creator, as an artist, give yourself some grace, but also give yourself some damn organization so that you can get to the thing. So we appreciate you always sticking to it and constantly cranking stuff out. We'll have you back sometime soon, Abel.
All right, yay, peace, everybody. Hey, mom.
Thank you. Abel
Great having you.
Okugawa, show favorite. Chico, I hear you typing so loud that I think your mic is actually just on your keyboard. It's nowhere near pointed in your face. And I can't hear you anymore. So it's like inside of your computer at this
She's in the
point.
Matrix.
She's in the
I don't
Matrix,
know what's
but
going
it's
on.
okay. Oh, now it's coming back.
No,
But we do have
no,
great
because
music
one
for you
minute you guys
guys.
are like yelling in my ear, and the next minute I'm just like, and then I
Oh, I
can't hear
forgot. Sorry,
anything.
sorry, guys. ASMR, Chico. Relax, Chico. Relax, Chico.
Quiet
Maybe
time.
it's just like Thailand. It's just Thailand and the Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Chico. Loud Wi-Fi in Bangkok. Get ready for some loudness because we got Savior Mansion
Ooh, Mansion.
coming up. You want to set that up, Bobby?
New artist. That both of the songs I chose this week are newer artists, so I don't know a lot about them yet, but I like their
But they're
vibe.
fresh. They're fresh and we
They're
like their
fresh.
vibe. So let's get a thing with Mansion. Oh my gosh, that is a tough one for me because it is actually Savior.
The artist is Mansion.
But just forgotten what the color of her eyes were, and the scars that how she got them. As the telling signs of age rain down, that single tear is dropping through the valley of an aging face that this world has forgotten. There is no reconciliation that will put me in my place, and there is no time like the present to drink these training seconds. Seldom do these words ring true, and I'm constantly failing you. The walls that we just can't break through until we disappear. So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out? 'Cause That's what she said. I don't hate you, but I just wanna save you. While there's still something left to save. That's when I told her I love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They pressed on like Russian weights, for no man does it ever wait. Like memories of dying days that deafen us like hurricanes. Bathed in flames, we held the brand and curled the fingers in your hand. Pressed into the flesh like sand. Now do you understand? So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out? 'Cause I don't know. That's what she said. I don't hate you, but I just wanna save you. While there's still something left to save. That's when I told her I love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, 1,000 miles away. There's nothing left to say. So much left that I don't know. We never had a choice. This world is too much noise. It takes me under. It takes me under once again.
Mansion topic, savior. Mansion. I like, I've got my Web3 picks, but somebody who's right now who's lighting up crypto Twitter, I have to just pay some acknowledgement to. LaRussell, I don't know what he's doing today, but he's dropping like all these videos of him out in the street. I don't know if he really has like daily vlogs or something. He actually took the one I was going to share down because he dropped like 2 hours ago, and it was like fire. Like it was just this fire freestyle. It was a bit charged. It was a bit charged. And so I was just like, but it was badass. And I was like, oh my God, I got to share this. This is risky, but I'm going to share it. And then he took it down. But I wanted to share some of his other stuff where he comes across a fan that has autism, and the kid's like his biggest fan, and it's just so sweet. And he just goes to town with him and sings the song and sings the track with him. Let's go.
Okay. Come on. Y'all show me the playlist? What song do you want to sing?
10, 20, 50, 100.
Uh-oh! He got, bruh, like...
Put that thing on the speaker.
My son grew so much. Us connected. He got autism, and his mom got mad at me slapping too loud and stuff. He started singing the song. That's been our biggest connection, bro. So I appreciate you for that, bro. You want to take a picture with him? You got to sing it.
Ready?
What song is that?
Come on. Fuck it. Wow. This that one. I said 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. Nigga, let me count this money. 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm finna go invest this money. What time is it? Time to go get that bag. These niggas thinking I'm a restaurant. And I'm a hustler like my dad. Let's go. I need stock, cheese, checks, gold. Made a $250,000 and my neck ain't froze. Seen a bigger picture and I hit my pose. Made it off ye fat. Whoa, y'all niggas all got the game messed up. Wonder how you sleep with your name messed up. MC with a hammer, but you can't touch us. You at the top. I ain't hear nothing when I drop. Quarantine got the city on lock. Ooh, rap, sing, and I internet stop right. But then I even
Like, I mean, he just like ran across this kid and then like just does like a performance with him.
That is such a fire track. Oh wait, what is it called?
This is the Russell. I'm gonna put his details down below too. But he all day he's been dropping things where like the skill is insane. But I think more than that, so it's like his lyricism is on point, but he has a way of expressing it in his style that is like so joyful. I mean, clearly in that you'll see it, but like in all this other stuff, like it's like he's feeling what he's talking, and I see a performance level here that is really super special. So
Oh my God.
Russell. Russell, check him out. Maybe we'll share something. Maybe we can get him on the show if we can. Super awesome. But Chico has something to share that seemed very, very fresh. Is this even out yet? What is this? Back Home?
So this is wait, which one is this one?
Back Home, Harry? V1. I don't know what V2 looks like, but
No,
I think
no.
we're about to.
So no. So that not that one. It's the one that I sent you on WhatsApp actually.
Not this one? Okay, so I'm going to go
Yeah.
to Martron, Bobby's pick. Let's go to Martron saying.
Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing does it feels right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? 'Cause this is what you got me saying.
Here it comes.
This is what you got me saying.
This is why Bobby liked it. Yeah, dirty and nasty. They got dirty and nasty like Bobby likes it.
You got me saying. Lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing does it feels right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? 'Cause this is what you got me saying. Cause this is what you got me saying.
Yo.
Step that I bring it right.
Those lasers are deadly.
Cause you got me saying.
Do it like March Rock.
Cause you got me saying.
Martron saying. That's what I'm saying. Link's gonna be down below, but
Yeah.
more likes and views to that track.
Oh my god.
That was super fresh.
That was really
That was super
fresh,
fresh.
right?
Now I wish
Right
I
up.
went first. Molly picks are fire.
This is part of their debut EP that just came out in the last couple months here. Let me actually pull it up here. It came
It is,
out,
a
yeah,
good debut.
February
It was like 2
16th.
months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, February 16th. They just put out this EP. I found this song, so I've been checking out their other stuff.
Like that woke me up for a second. And I was like,
You're like,
Let's
and
get
it's
up.
pretty too.
This
It's
is
cool.
the great thing about this show, guys, is we have influence, I think, with hopefully the audience and people, see these songs and see these tracks. We also have influence on each other. And through Bobby, I feel I've become a stronger and stronger fan of this next artist who's just dropped something yesterday that I think he gets right. Let's check out Pluto. Get right.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just trying to get right before the night falls. I'm just trying to get right.
Bobby, you win this round. You win this round. You win this round. Woo!
I did.
I'm just trying to get right.
You win. You win today.
Before the night falls, I'm just trying to get right. Before the curtains close, I'm just trying to get. Wake up with the shakes. I want more, gonna eat my cake. On the dance floor, I don't wanna change. No, I don't. No, I don't. Staying up late, no sleep till the morning. Staying up late, no sleep till the morning. I'm just trying to get right. Before the night falls, I'm just trying to get right. Before the curtains close, I'm just trying to get right. Before the night falls, I'm just trying to get right. Before the curtains close, I'm just trying to get
Get right, Pluko. Now minting. It's sold out of the limited edition, but you can get the free. It's just
Damn.
cranking. This one's gonna be a heater. But you can get the free edition now minting
Those
on Sound
always a
XYZ.
vibe. I love
Oh my
these
God,
last
Bobby,
two
you
he's
win.
put out.
These are all so
No,
good.
this is Minty pulled this up, but I have been an advocate
Yeah,
of Pluko for a minute. So
And then some. I think you're Pluko's biggest fan. We need to get him on the show. Pluko, hero, please get on the show.
it'd be really cool.
Please.
Please get on the show. Chico, I'm trying to dig, but like this is tricky. It's tricky because it's just on MP3. So I'm gonna try and figure out a way. So I'm gonna throw out. You guys are gonna vibe on Biblioteca. Beast Crimes is.
Should I email it to you?
I'll work it out in this next track.
Let me try to see if I can upload it on SoundCloud.
Well, please upload to SoundCloud. That'd be so amazing for me. So let's get into these next two tracks. While you do that, let's get into my next Web3 pick of the week NFT that's dropped yesterday. Beach Crimes is a group that I've been following for quite some time here, and this is just it's stuck in my head. Like I'm just like I have to share this one.
Let's hear it.
Sonically, it's just like it's built. Biblioteca Beach Crime now minting for your ear hole pleasure. Shh. Shh. Chico's working. Chico's grinding on getting us this track. And I'm going to try. So bear with me while I try and see if I can pull it up from here and see if it works. See if you guys can hear this.
From ear?
You guys hear it? No?
Not really.
Okay. No hearing there.
It sounds
That's
like
okay.
it's in the very far distance.
Too far for our listeners, so we don't want that. I'm going to try it another way as Chico is uploading to SoundCloud, because that's going to work. I'm going to try this way. No. That's the
Nope.
tricky part about
Negative.
this is very, very hard to play locally. But Chico, is this a preview of everything?
Yes. So this is what I actually just recorded in Bangkok. It's the first draft. It might sound completely different, but yeah, I'm excited about this one. So.
Ooh.
Go.
I'm
We're gonna wait.
uploading it onto Discord right now because SoundCloud is being too slow. So
Okay, on to
We
Discord.
may have to leave them on a cliffhanger for that one.
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
might
sorry.
go, because I don't know how I can play it on Discord, because without it having the same thing. Anything you play locally is going to have a thing. But let's play Jabug Indo Magic Flower while we wait, and let's see if we can solve this together. Whoa, she's got some flavor. International flavor here. Turn up with English.
One time, manic, two time, fantastic, three times, you're intoxicated. Chinese mom make you go bloody hardy, marination at figure body hardy. Minang attitude, oh yeah, yes, mommy, stop and stare, a diamond from Bali. There's no need another guna on this solar ice will hypnotize you, my boy. Guys who say they don't need locals, but tuna vigia. In locals, go loco, cool it fair on me, big coco, got black magic straight from Indo. You pick lessons, mama say, girl, eating nasi with so sweet, savory. I got nothing on me, oh man, we got some wicked beauty. You know got some.
Mema aku suka cheese and pasta. Yo quiero taquito y con la salsa. Nothing could compare to Indo punya rasa. Baby, you ain't got tear jealous, better gasta. Alamak, kuning langsat. Yala bila mak, alamak. Need your address, I'ma pick you up. Alamak, gadis Indo, ku lebih kena. Mohon izin hamba memasuki hutan rimbamu. Lekuk perbukitan Sumba. Kaulah satu yang ku damba. Tak bisa berpaling lagi. Kemanapun aku pergi. Simpin rumah Indo sampai aku mati.
Layak prasmanan tak pura rasa.
You eat a buffet inside Mikasa.
Kau darah mana?
Darahmu what you wanna.
Say seven meter, but
I've lost track of how many languages we're speaking.
don't say they don't
Love it.
need locals, man, tuna
She's an Indonesian artist. So it's like Balinese and Bahasa in English.
And some Spanish.
So sweet, savory, but I got nothing on me. You and man, we got some wicked beauty. You know got some.
Some Indo Black Magic Fire featuring Bass Boy.
Very cool.
Boom. Put that in the dream journal. That was crazy.
She's really dope. She's really big in
Yeah, she is.
Indonesia, and she should be bigger around the world.
You can see for a reason why they referred to her as the Queen card. I get that Queen energy from her. It's dope. Speaking of queens, we got Chico is giving us a sneak peek at the process. I'm not going to blow it up and say like who this is for or anything like that. I'm going to let you set it up however you want it.
Yes, so I can't really say who this is for yet, but
Yep.
it's definitely gonna hopefully be a hit because we got that feeling in the studio, and I was working with the producer, and he's dope. So the kids that made this, they're from Malaysia and the UK, and yeah, we're working on this track, and I was working and recording it here in Bangkok the other day with like a sound engineer from K-pop, and so it's not fully done, but I hope you guys like it before I finish.
Sharing the
it.
first draft, sharing the process. Everybody give a nice whisper to Chico. Say thank you, Chico.
Thank you.
Feel the rhythm beneath your shoes. Get ready and take flight and flow through. Can you feel it in the air, in your mind, body and soul? Set it free, let go till it goes. Up another L, up and over, up and over L, up and over, up and over you, up and over, up and over you. Rhythm's beat is like a gentle breeze. It flows right through you with such ease. It lifts you up and makes you whole. Moves within you, feels your soul till it Can you feel it in the air, in your mind, body and soul? Set it free, let go till it goes. Up another L, up and over, up and over L, up and over, up and over you, up and over, up and over you.
That's pretty much it, but yeah.
We hear where it's going. I like where it's going, Chico. I like where it's going.
You like it? You like the
So Chico, this is the thing. Is like, we have you on the show every week. You're this like mega talent. Where is it that you develop this voice? It's such a soulful and like it's like it's so you can hear it's like it's so deep within you when you talk, but when you sing it, it's just a pure expression of you. When did you come? Were you like 12 and you're like, hey, I got this like crazy killer like soulful voice?
No, I think it was just people telling me, though, like, the more people were telling me. Because I used to listen to a lot of, like, Etta James, James Brown, Nora Jones, like I
Mm,
said, like, Amy Winehouse, because my brothers were, like, way older than me, and I was the baby, so I
mm.
kind of was, like, an old soul growing up. I wasn't listening to, like, Westlife or any of that, like my other friends were in school.
Yeah, no, that's so
Yeah.
interesting. This is where I think the influence is it. This is what I'm talking about. You clearly have some sort of influence or a certain talent that
And my
you
mom
connected
was
your
in
talent
church
to.
choir.
This is what happened. You got pulled into the church choir and singing that way.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, kids. Go to church.
Hmm.
It's not time for that yet. But it's a Tuesday night here, Wednesday for our friends in Asia, and as always, love seeing you guys around this time. We know it's a bit late in some parts of the U.S., but we hope that this kicks off a
With
great day
me,
for you
just
in
me
Asia.
and him.
Yeah, as well as those waking up early in Europe. And so, thank you from all around the world, from us here to you all around the world. And we will see you next week for our plan. I hope our guest shows up. It's going to be, it's a big one because maybe a lot more people want to show up. I'm hearing because this is going to be a bit of a hiatus for us as we're going
Ooh, okay.
into this
We'll see.
summer. So I think a lot of people want to go out with a bang with us. They want to go out swinging. And so hopefully we get the main guest
Make it
we're
happen.
going after, and maybe
You don't have to
some
say who
fun
it
fam-
is.
maybe some. I mean, I don't want to put her on the spot because she
Ominous.
said, yeah, it's Bobby. It's Bobby with this light effect. That's all it is. It's just Bobby. It's just Bobby with the light effect, and he's gonna turn off the lights and dance with his top off.
That
So
sounds like I could go either way with that.
It's a
So
lot, but you know what? Anything for the
we made
views,
it.
right?
Hey, we got to kick up our viewership somehow, and we appreciate you guys being with us on this train
this
and
is why.
putting out that
Okay, if
video.
Body's gonna do that, we need to start going live on OnlyFans and charging.
We definitely need to start charging for this show. There is no value like this in all of crypto or X Twitter, X crypto X, crypto Twitter X, crypto X. There is no value
I don't
like
know
this
anymore.
show. There is just not, and you guys should be paying for this clearly. But we will see you next week. Thank you guys.